Welcome back to part 3 of our Java interview question series. Today, we're diving into key OOP concepts, constructor overloading and chaining, and the magic behind super method and this. These topics often come up in interviews, and mastering them gives you a real edge. Let's jump in and keep building that Java confidence. Let's talk about the this keyword in Java. It's used to refer to the current object, meaning it holds the reference to the object that's calling the method. Most commonly, it's used to distinguish between instance variables and local variables when they have the same name. For example, in below example this.brand equals brand clearly tells Java to assign the local variable to the instance variable. It's a small keyword, but a powerful one when you need clarity in your code. In Java, the final keyword is all about restriction. You can use it with variables, methods, or classes, and each has a specific rule. A final variable means its value can't be changed once assigned. A final method can't be overridden by subclasses. And a final class, it can't be inherited at all. So if you want to lock down your code and prevent unwanted changes, final is your go-to keyword. The final keyword behaves differently for primitive and non-primitive types in Java. For primitives, final means the value can't change, it's fixed once assigned, like a constant. But for objects, final means the reference can't point to a new object, though you can still change the object's internal state. So, you can update the data inside a final object, but you can't reassign it to a new one. It's all about locking the reference, not the content. Can we have return type to constructor? No, constructors in Java can't have a return type, not even void. If you add one, it won't be treated as a constructor anymore, it becomes a regular method. Constructors are special methods meant only for object creation, and adding a return type breaks that rule. Constructor overloading means having multiple constructors in the same class with different parameter lists. They all share the same name, which is the class name, but differ in the number, type, or order of parameters. This lets you create objects in flexible ways, depending on what data you have. But remember, you can't have two constructors with the exact same parameter types in the same order. Constructor chaining happens when one constructor calls another constructor in the same class, and it's done using this. It helps you reuse constructor logic and avoid repeating code. In inheritance, constructors can also call the parent's constructor using super. Just remember, this must be the very first statement inside a constructor, or you'll get a compile time error. This method is used to call another constructor within the same class. It's a key part of constructor chaining in Java. It must be the very first line in the constructor. When you use this method, the default call to super method is skipped. And remember, a constructor can have either this or super method as the first line, but never both. Super method is used to call the constructor of the parent class in Java. It ensures that the superclass is properly initialized before the child class adds its own logic. Whether it's a default or parameterized constructor, the JVM automatically inserts super method if you don't write it. Just like this method, it must be the first line in the constructor, and you can't use both in the same constructor. And that wraps up part 3 of our Java interview question series. We covered powerful object-oriented concepts like inheritance, method overriding, and the use of this and super in constructors, all essentials for cracking Java interviews. If this helped you, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow learners, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss part 4, where we'll dive even deeper. Until next time, keep practicing, keep improving, and all the best for your interviews.